All right, back in beautiful Port Gamble on a Sunday early afternoon. A little rainy, a little overcast. Pretty much perfect weather, I think, to be out in the woods on a bicycle. So we'll prove that theory out. And off we go. About halfway up the climb in G1000 up to the top of the ridge, and then probably over to A New Hope and up to the ride park. It's pretty spectacular in here after it's been raining a little bit. Things seem pretty green. A little stream over here filled with water. Unfortunately, the hills don't get any less steep. Made it to the top of G1000. I've gone 1.09 miles, although it felt like 2 to this point. And then probably another 3/4 of a mile up to the ride park. So off we will go at a slow bell. Beautiful day. All right, it took me about 9 minutes to get from the top of G1000 down the hill a little bit, up New Hope, and here to the ride park. And it is 1.86 miles from the parking lot. It's pretty consistent with other trips that I've made up here using New Hope as like a climb trail. 1.86. If you use Ewok, I think I got 1.77 one time. That's the climbing trail coming up from G1000 instead of taking G1000 all the way up to the top. Although I hate that trail and I rarely take it. Luckily it was closed recently, so I didn't have to take it. I didn't feel like, you know, pressured into taking it. So 1.86 miles. And again, that is G1000 logging road, staying on that to New Hope and New Hope to here. So pretty reasonable pedal in. So if you're looking to come into Port Gamble from the Bayview parking area, you're gonna get about 25 minutes to get to the top. It's not too bad. Look at these big jumps that I'm not gonna hit. Super cool. One day I'll get that one, Iceman. But today I think I'll stick to that one, Phoenix. Alright, that was over easy. First run of the day. Fun little line. This will be Mr. Sparkle. I just did over easy. And you know, a lot of people ask me, Joel, how come you always ride at Port Gamble and how come you always do the same trails? Nobody really asked me that, I'm just kidding. But if I did get asked that, my answer would be because Port Gamble is super close to me. And it's easily one of the best places to ride mountain bikes in the state. So I'm pretty lucky in that regard. And these trails, Over Easy, Mr. Sparkle, Next Day Air, Weekend at Burmese, the dual slalom run. They're just all within my wheelhouse, so I'm comfortable doing them. I have done over hard a couple times before. Not all of it, about 90% of it, because I can't keep the speed to do the last 3, but I don't do it because I'm not here with anybody, and I'm usually here by myself. And you know, trying new things when I'm here by myself really isn't something that's high on my list of things to do. So these trails are well built, they're super fun, and so when I come up here, you know, I'm more than happy to just do trails that I'm already comfortable with. Today I'll definitely try Phoenix a couple times, see how I do there. But yeah, nothing crazy here today, just the same old, if you will, which I'm okay with. A little slow on that one. Woohoo! There we go. Oh, that was a good one. Nice. That was pretty good. Not too shabby. That's a fun one. Well, since I got up here, the fog is really creeping up the mountain here, closing in around the park. It's kind of an eerie look, but also really awesome. There are not too many people up here for as many cars as were down in the parking lot with bike racks on them. But this is a huge park, so they could be anywhere besides just at the bike park. Anyways, you can see here we're on Phoenix. I'm gonna take this one kind of easy. Just check the trail out, see if there's any changes. But you still do have to go a little quick in some spots here. There we go. That was a big rock. That was fun. Down Phoenix. Even go a little faster this time. I think last time was pretty much the perfect speed. I could have jumped a little further, I think, on the gap jump and some of the other ones, but see if we can get a little bit more speed, especially up here on the top. A little bit better. That's better. That was better. Yep. Good times right there. It's a little bit more of a down camera angle here, looking down more at the bike and the wheel. See what that looks like on the GoPro when I download it. Let me see. I'll have to edit this out. There we go. There we go, that was nice. That was good. All right, that was the best one. I guess we could check out duck. This is, I haven't done this before. I'm trying to make my way kind of the back way over by Ranger, which I think might be closed now. But we'll see. And this is nothing, just like a cut through trail really. Ooh, there we go. Well, yeah, this is Mycellium. I know from experience, by accidentally climbing up at one time, that it's outside of my skill set, but I should be able to pick my way down it. I know it goes basically where I want to go. So let's check it out. There's this. Could have probably hit that. Oh, this is cool. Take it nice and easy. Oh, it's dark. Holy shit. I think this is one of the hot laps race trails. Probably maybe Cat 2 or 1, maybe both. At least I think it was. Let's see, what line do I want to pick here? Okay. It's starting to get a little lighter. Woohoo, all right. Cool. See, so maybe it wasn't outside of my skill zone, just outside of my skill zone to do fast. I'll take it. Yeah, another good day at Port Gamble. Back at Miss America. Man, well that was another fun-filled couple hours at Port Gamble Heritage Forest Ride Park, which is in Port Gamble. At the Bayview parking area right off of, I think it's 104. I showed you in the video about how far it is from the Bayview parking area up to kind of the central area of the ride park there at the Top Gun area. It's about 1.85 miles. That's if you take the G1000 logging road and the trail called New Hope, which is a climbing trail, heads up to the kind of the overlook lookout structure that's there, and from there right up to the ride park. So I've had it take as long as, or as far as 2.24 miles on other routes that I've taken up, like the Ewok climbing trail and or the G1000 trail to the ET trail to Buzzcut to the end of Ewok up that way. But basically, basically just shy or just about 2 miles to get from the parking area to the ride park. And it's really not terrible, right? I complain about it a lot, but you definitely don't need an e-bike to get there. Takes about 25 minutes for me anyway, from the parking lot up to the ride park, and that's with stopping once or twice to get a drink of water and enjoying the beautiful forested views. You can probably do it in about 18 if you're really, motivated. But I'm gonna take my time. I did some great trails today. Well, I did some of the same trails that I always do, right? So if you're bored of seeing those, it's okay. I'm doing this for me anyway, right? But over easy, Mr. Sparkle did Phoenix 4 times, I think, 3 or 4 times, 4 times, and I think I recorded it 3 times. And then I did a trail I never have done before. 2 trails really I've never done. One called Duck. Kind of took the back way out the north end of the ride park, and then down one of the access roads there, one of the fire roads, to a trail called Duck, which connected me, basically just cut off part of the fire road that you would have to ride on. And then kind of follow that off to the left, and then back to the right, up a hill, and then you're at the beginning of Mycellium, which is some part of a mushroom. I'm not really sure what, but and it's fitting because the very upper parts of that trail are super dark. It's like hard to see dark. It's crazy. So there's probably a lot of mushrooms that grow up there. And I remember being caught in that trail once coming up. I thought it was a climb trail. I think it was like one of the very first times I was trying to find the ride park, and I ended up on that Mycelium. I just beeped the horn at these people. And climbing up it, mostly pushing my bike and going like, man, this trail looks hard. And immediately realizing it was not an uphill climb trail, it was definitely a downhill trail. So there were some features there as I was pushing up, but I thought like, ooh, I'm never gonna do this one. But today I did it. I didn't do it fast, but I did it, and felt pretty good about it. And I feel like next time I do it, I should be able to easily hit that drop that's right there at the beginning. There's like a little ramp, kind of a rock drop, log drop. I remember seeing it the first time coming up while pushing my bike, thinking it was pretty intimidating. But like, I probably could have hit it today. I just didn't. I knew it was there, and I knew I wasn't going to hit it, so I just wanted to check it out. But next time, yeah, that might be my new way to get back down to the parking lot, is hitting Mycelium. It's a pretty fun trail. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you again on the next ride.